Welcome to Holistic Health 24H, the channel dedicated to sharing natural, safe, and practical health knowledge, especially for those entering middle age and the elderly. We believe that health in old age doesn't have to be associated with medications, hospitals, or constant worries about illness. With the right understanding and proper care, everyone can live a long life, a healthy life, and a peaceful life. Today, we'll talk about a very familiar fruit, one that's present in almost every kitchen: the banana. For a long time, bananas have been considered a golden food for health, promoting digestion, providing energy, and supplying potassium and vitamins. Many older adults eat bananas regularly, believing bananas are natural and gentle. The more you eat, the healthier you become. However, the truth isn't that simple. After the age of 60, the body undergoes many changes in metabolism, absorption, and detoxification. And bananas, a fruit that seems completely harmless, can actually be a hidden cause of blood sugar imbalances, mild kidney stress, bloating, weight gain, and muscle or joint pain. In today's video, Holistic Health 24H will dive into 4 important reasons why seniors should seriously reconsider eating bananas, or at least change how they eat them to suit the aging body. Don't look away, because even a small change in daily eating habits can make a big difference in your health. 1. Bananas and blood sugar issues. Ripe bananas have a naturally sweet taste, are soft and easy to eat, so they're often recommended for seniors. But few people realize a medium-sized banana contains about 14 grams of sugar, roughly equivalent to 3 teaspoons of sugar. The main types of sugar in bananas are fructose and glucose, simple sugars that are quickly absorbed into the bloodstream. In younger people, the pancreas and insulin hormones still work efficiently to regulate blood sugar levels. But in older adults, metabolic functions slow down and cells become less sensitive to insulin. So, when eating bananas, especially on an empty stomach or together with a high-starch meal, blood sugar can spike quickly. This sudden spike in blood sugar puts significant pressure on the pancreas, forcing the body to release more insulin to bring levels back to balance. However, if this occurs frequently, the body can begin to develop insulin resistance, and this is the first step toward type 2 diabetes. Even if you haven't been diagnosed with diabetes, eating bananas every day can still lead to early warning signs such as feeling tired after eating, mild dizziness or sluggishness in the afternoon, cravings for sweets or feeling hungry again shortly after meals, uncontrolled weight gain. This is especially dangerous because many older adults don't notice these subtle changes. They often assume fatigue is just part of aging, unaware that bananas, a fruit perceived as healthy, may actually be causing daily blood sugar fluctuations. So, if you're eating bananas regularly, it's time to reconsider. Especially if you have a history of diabetes, blood sugar imbalance, or are taking medication for metabolic conditions. Limiting bananas is essential to maintain stable blood sugar and protect your pancreas over the long term. 2. Bananas may disrupt mineral balance. Bananas are known as one of the most potassium-rich fruits. Just one medium banana contains about 400 to 450 milligallons of potassium, roughly 10% of the daily requirement for an adult. For healthy individuals, potassium offers many benefits: helps regulate blood pressure, reduces the risk of stroke, supports muscle and nerve function. However, for older adults, especially those with chronic conditions such as kidney disease, high blood pressure, or heart disease, or those taking diuretics or ACE inhibitors, the high potassium content in bananas may no longer be friendly to their health. The kidneys are primarily responsible for removing excess potassium from the body, but over time, kidney function naturally declines. When consuming too many bananas, potassium can accumulate in the bloodstream, leading to a dangerous condition known as hyperkalemia. Symptoms of hyperkalemia include irregular heartbeat, rapid or abnormal rhythms, muscle weakness, tingling in the limbs, fatigue, shortness of breath, or even cardiac arrest if left untreated. In addition, eating bananas too frequently may also disrupt overall mineral balance if the diet lacks calcium and magnesium. This can result in nighttime leg cramps, muscle aches, especially in the legs, bone weakness, increasing the risk of falls and fractures in the elderly. Therefore, if you have or are currently experiencing kidney problems, heart conditions, or are taking medication for blood pressure, it's best to limit banana consumption or consult your doctor before including bananas in your daily diet. 3. Ripe bananas cause bloating and indigestion. In older adults, the digestive system doesn't function as smoothly as it once did. The production of digestive enzymes decreases, intestinal motility slows down, and the stomach secretes less acid, all of which make digestion more difficult. Because of this, even seemingly gentle foods like ripe bananas can cause discomfort if not consumed properly. Ripe bananas are soft and contain a good amount of pectin, a soluble fiber, and resistant starch. While pectin slows digestion and helps you feel full, resistant starch is difficult to break down in the stomach and small intestine. Once it reaches the colon, these substances are fermented by gut bacteria, producing gas and resulting in symptoms like bloating and abdominal distension, frequent flatulence, belching, heavy stomach, and loss of appetite. In some seniors with sensitive digestion, frequent banana consumption can even cause mild constipation if the body lacks enough water to process the fiber intake. Additionally, the habit of eating bananas at night, especially right before bed, can make indigestion worse. If consumed on an empty stomach or after a starchy meal, bananas may increase stomach acid secretion, causing heartburn, acid reflux, or a burning sensation in the chest. This can disrupt sleep, making it harder to stay asleep, reducing sleep quality, and leading to morning fatigue. In short, if you often feel bloated, gassy, or uncomfortable after eating bananas, your body might be negatively reacting to this fruit, and adjusting your dietary habits is necessary. 4. Bananas may cause unintentional weight gain in seniors. When it comes to fruit, many older adults assume, fruits are healthy, so I can eat as much as I want without gaining weight. However, not all fruits are light on calories, and bananas are a prime example. A medium-sized banana contains about 105 calories, equivalent to a small bowl of rice or 2 slices of sandwich bread. Additionally, bananas are rich in fast-digesting starches and simple sugars such as glucose, sucrose, and fructose. These sugars release energy quickly but are also easily stored as fat if not used up through physical activity. For younger, more active individuals with higher calorie needs, this isn't a big concern. But for older adults, who tend to be less active and have slower metabolisms, consuming high-calorie bananas daily can lead to gradual, unnoticed weight gain. Gaining weight in old age doesn't just affect appearance. It also puts significant pressure on the joints, especially the knees and hips, increasing the risk of joint pain, arthritis, and limited mobility. Moreover, increased visceral fat raises the risks of high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, and sleep apnea, all of which seriously reduce sleep quality. Instead of helping you age healthily and live longer, uncontrolled banana consumption may silently contribute to faster health decline. If you're trying to maintain a stable weight, manage chronic conditions, or reduce belly fat, it's time to reconsider the habit of eating bananas daily. At Holistic Health 24H, we believe there is no one-size-fits-all food, especially after the age of 60. Bananas are not a bad food, but for older adults they can lead to negative effects if consumed improperly, at the wrong time, or too frequently. Cause unstable blood sugar levels, lead to bloating, indigestion, and poor sleep. Increase the risk of hyperkalemia and kidney strain, contribute to weight gain, fatigue, and worsen existing conditions. Therefore, our advice from Holistic Health 24H is, if you still want to eat bananas, limit consumption to about 1-2 bananas per week. Avoid eating bananas on an empty stomach, late at night, or immediately after a high-starch meal. Listen to your body. If you feel tired, bloated, Experience joint pain or have trouble sleeping after eating bananas? Pause and observe the changes. Opt for healthier fruits for older adults like apples, pears, blueberries, cucumbers, grapefruit, or moderately ripe papaya. Remember, living long is not as important as living well, and living well begins with the smallest choices in your daily diet. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Holistic Health 24H, share it with your loved ones, and leave a comment below if you have any questions. We are always here to walk with you on the journey to healthy, peaceful, and fulfilling aging.